Do you have the time to watch the cryptos rise and wreck the market cap? No doubt about it. Are you paying attention to how fast we hit $300 billion market cap and are well on our way to wrecking that and going right to 400 billion? Like a matter of days, this has happened. And when it gets to 400 billion, I said this the other day, maybe you didn't hear it, maybe it didn't sit right with you at the time. Let me say it again. When it gets to 400 billion, it only has to double. It just has to double one time to get to 800 billion, thus getting back to the all-time high for the whole entire market. As you can see, Bitcoin is 12,600. It was, what, 10, hit 11, 2 in one day. Next thing you know, it's back down just a hair, back up. Here we are at 12, 13. What the? Now I'm gonna throw out a little nugget that Woo Woo friend has told me, my patrons. We'll see if how this happens. But a little while back, she was telling us about, she's already telling us Litecoin, with some of the numbers was looking maybe good to get back into Litecoin, which I did do. But she goes, oh, there's two coins, Litecoin and Ethereum. Those, we need to start getting into Litecoin and Ethereum. And I'm glad to see Ethereum making a very nice move right along with Bitcoin today. However, this other thing she's telling us just this morning, which is interesting, because she had already told us about the altcoins. Bitcoin's going to do a move, and then after that, the altcoins will do this other, what we think is going to be a parabolic move. I don't know if the whole entire altcoin market will get hit or just some of the coins she told us about. We've been waiting for that. However, she said if Bitcoin gets what she got this morning from her guide, spirit guide, and again, this will be a freebie. I've posted this on Patreon. Every now and then I got to give out a little nugget, especially if it really pans out. This will be fantastic. But 13,400 roughly price target for Bitcoin if it hits that and breaches it. She said what she got was we are going to the all-time high in short order, and we were going to pass it by maybe a few thousand. For sure the all-time high, and she did say kind of like possibly to around 25K. If we just got done breaching 200 billion, right through that to 300, now we're at 366 as I'm talking to you, which let's just take a look at the actual, let's do the one day. Come on, load on up. We got to, what is this, 367, almost 368 billion. And that's where we're at right now, 366, 367. So, it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out. Because even if we stall roughly on Bitcoin right now, we don't get to 13.4, she still thinks the rest of the story is going to happen with these altcoins regardless. It's just a matter of, is Bitcoin fixing to wreck shit even more and touch 20K plus in a matter of days, and then some profit taking takes place or whatever, and then these altcoins, she gave us specific altcoins to look at, but is this going to happen? Don't know. But one way or the other, these altcoins, I think, because I already said this the other day, like with Bitcoin moving, the altcoins kind of stalling, that money's not just going to keep staying into Bitcoin, right? It's just not going to happen. We've seen this before. We saw it quite a bit in 2017 and a little bit in 2018, but a lot in 2017. And that was Bitcoin rises, stalls, starts coming down. And back then, it wasn't just Bitcoin. I think if you recall, many of the times it was Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, like the main three coins at the time. Like those would kind of stall. and then the alt coins, which not including Ethereum and Litecoin, would start to rally as if the money came out of Bitcoin, went into those altcoins, then they would start pumping. They'd kind of peak out. Okay, they'd start falling. Bitcoin again, back rising again. We would see that numerous times throughout 2017 and a little bit 2018. But it kind of, as the bear market kicked in 2017, it kind of stopped doing that. And it was just like, okay, the whole damn market's kind of just falling. There's no more back and forth stuff going on. It's kind of just they all peak, they all fall, and it was a stair step, chart down to the bottom. So we're going to be seeing that, is what we both think, this year. You might have already seen a little bit of it here in the recent times, anyways. But that's something we think is going to happen. It's not going to continue to happen like that, though. But right now, we think that's going to happen. So either A, should be a pullback on Bitcoin profit taking, and fingers crossed it goes into some very specific altcoins, maybe the whole altcoin market for everybody's sake who's into a bunch of different altcoins. And if not, we might be hitting the all-time high in Bitcoin. And right now, the dominance in Bitcoin, as far as the whole market cap, it's 61.2%. So of that 366 billion number I just gave you, we're at right now, 61.2% of that price is Bitcoin. The rest of it's altcoins. That is a very, very, very high dominance. I'm trying to think. Has it? I guess I could look. Has it been that high in, back in the day? Was it ever that high? Like 2017, I can look. 2017 July, 42%. It peaked. Actually, one time it peaked. And this is where one of those times, apparently, where Bitcoin was going way high and the altcoins were dumping. However, take a guess when. December 7th, 2017, when Bitcoin was making its rally to the all-time high that it hit. And then right after that, it fell back down to 34%, back up to 44%, down to 37%, and it's hovered around 50%, 52, a little over 50% this whole time, until right now. Now, I will tell you, back starting in January and February of 2017, this is before altcoin stuff really came out, people started putting their money in there. Yes, Bitcoin was the dominant coin. It was up to 85% and stayed that way, honestly, 80, 85%, even 90% back in 2014. But again, how many altcoins were around? I mean, almost, hardly anything. So I don't like to use that as a gauge. Oh, it was 80% before. Yeah, it was 80% when there were no altcoins that we have today, So in fairness, again, July came around, and it was not just the very beginning of, 2017 came around, and it wasn't like January, February. Like, remember, altcoins, ICOs on Ethereum, all this stuff started coming out. We were well into 2017, not too far, but, and you can kind of see it. Basically, June of 2018, Bitcoin dominance was 37%. That's when it really fell. So, not that this is too, like some major important news to tell you about, but it's just interesting to see, that that's happening. So anyways, we're at 367 billion, which it went up another billion now as I'm speaking to you. It's going to be 400 before you know it. And when it hits 400, it only has to double. When it doubles, we are at the entire market's all-time high, not necessarily Bitcoin's all-time high or one specific coin, the whole market. So what you might find, though, is if Bitcoin's about to make this run to 20K, and the altcoins sit where they're at today, right now, it won't even matter. We're still going to go back there. Like, it's still going to happen. But we just think that there'll be some serious profit taking on Bitcoin. It's going to flood into some altcoins specifically. And again, I'm not going to say that's not going to go in the whole altcoin market. It very well could. But some of the numbers that she's given me for some specific altcoins, whoa. Like, I might have to buy my wife a brand new Tesla. You know what I'm saying? Model X for the kids. But you got to pay off the house first. Oh. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Said it at the same time. I knew she was going to say it. Pay off the house first. I know this. Pay off the house. Get your stuff in order. Pay off that debt. I got it. Like I said, I'm going to make it happen. When I can, I may sell a large bag of my crypto to just get the house paid off and sit on the rest of it and say, okay, well, now I can, I still have at least for now, I have a steady paycheck coming in through Patreon, so I could live off that easily, and, the house is paid off, life is easy. Like, that's the goal, right? That's our goal in life. You don't want to miss another super rally and then get dumped on. Oh, I got to wait another year or two for the bull market to kick in. Having said that, though, I think we got some huge numbers coming. Bitcoin at 20 and 25, like I just told you. Get that out of my face. I don't even want to mess with that. No, we got much higher to go. Like I said, I think we could see 60,000 this year sooner than anybody thinks. And of course, that's past all-time high, but could we go higher? Absolutely, we could. You just never know. Because let me say this. This will maybe seal the deal for you to at least accept that that's a possibility. Not to say that I know for sure, but that is absolutely a possibility. First of all, I put 10K on the side, bought myself a $55,000, $60,000 Tesla. That happened with crypto money. Well, that means you had to go 5-6 times. Yeah, exactly. It happened already. So why can't it happen again from prices where they are today? $12,000 Bitcoin times 5 or 6. What can't happen? Sure it can. But for Bitcoin at $12,000, what did I say the other day? Guys, when we hit $10,000 Bitcoin, not that I said this once or twice, but I've said it throughout the months, whatever. But as we got closer, I had to bring it back up because it's really important. It's real. I'm pretty sure I was right when I said it, and it makes sense. When we hit $10,000 Bitcoin, forget the technical stuff. Oh yeah, there's a technical barrier, right? No, forget that. That's nonsense. Forget it. What's more important than that? It is a psychological barrier. All the mainstream media finally came out. Oh, hey, Bitcoin's over 10K. Bloomberg, CNBC, MSNBC. Bitcoin 10,000. It hasn't been 10,000 since such and such. Bitcoin hasn't been 10,000. Bitcoin hasn't been 10,000 since. Yeah, we know. We've been waiting on it patiently. Some people too impatiently. Nonetheless, whether you are impatient or patient, it doesn't matter. You're waiting until the market's ready. It hit 10K. Is it any surprise that within days, just simple days, it's now 13? Hit 13 or almost 12, 8, 12, whatever it was at the top here just a minute ago. Matter of fact, I don't know if I did actually peek at the actual top for today, but I'm curious myself. So, was it 13? Was it 12, 8? We got to 12, 8. Yeah, 12, 8. Currently 12, 6, 41. So, how fast did it raise another 20% plus? I mean, it's almost what? Almost 30%, like 25%. More than that, 26, 27%. Bitcoin, just a few days. If it can do that because of FOMO in the news, oh, 10K, 10K, oh, I gotta get back in. All the people who sold out and took the loss, oh, I'm done, I'm not playing that again. Whoa, it's $8,000 again? Well, okay. Oh, it's $9,000, it's $10,000? Oh, I gotta get back in. Come back in. Fine, go ahead, because you're just making our portfolio larger. I tried to warn you not to do it. You did it anyways. So there's those people coming back. And then there's the new people. Oh, yeah, I heard about that Bitcoin stuff. My friend was in it a couple years ago. Remember when it went real high? Yeah, he went down. He didn't sell. He said, I'm going to have to give him a call. Hey, man, you still into that stuff? Fuck yeah, I'm into that stuff. What do you think? Oh, well, you think I should get it? You think I should get it now? Do you have any? No, I don't have any yet. Today's a good day. If you don't have any crypto, today's a good day to get started. So that's happening. Other people who have been in it and stayed in it, who still have extra money, they're going to be buying some. Not everybody, but some people will continue to do that. That's a lot of pressure coming in, buying pressure. So let me ask you a question. Since we just blasted through 10,000 and hit nearly 13,000, in a matter of a few days. What do you think is going to happen when Bitcoin hits $20,000 and hits the all-time high, and again, quite possibly breaches it a little bit? Even if it hits it and stops and sells off, back it's just sold off $2,000 down to $18,000. What do you think those same people I just talked to you about are going to do now? How about the other people who still didn't get in at 10,000? I don't trust it. I still don't trust it. They got the 20 last time. And then they realize, oh my God, it was 10,000 how long ago? Holy crap, I'd already hit 20 since then? And again, I don't know, is it 10 days? Is it a month? Is it 2 months? Look, whatever. No matter what, it's a short period of time. Imagine a stock doubling in 2 months or something. You know what I mean? That's awesome. What do you think is going to happen at $20,000 Bitcoin? Do you think the news media is going to contain itself? Look at what they've been doing at 10K. Oh my God, the infamous Bitcoin has hit its all-time high shortly after breaching a very psychological point of $10,000. It's already at 20. You think FOMO is kicked in now from people? You know why it's going to kick in even harder? My friend's friend, this guy Jay Snip, this guy Bitcoin Ben, Big Square, or whoever your favorite guy is on YouTube, or whoever knows somebody who knows somebody. Maybe you're not even on YouTube, but you're the crypto guy that everyone's go to, or girl. They're gonna all ask you, where do you think it could go? It just hit 20. Do you think it's done? What do you think? No, it's gonna go tens of thousands higher, more than likely, and honestly, probably this year, but we don't know for sure. Whoa, you think so? I mean, you just saw it go from 8K to 20, didn't you? In like no time? Oh yeah, true. But the all-time high, yeah. Well, let me show you this chart. This is from 2015, 2014, 2016, 20. Oh, wow. The trajectory is that it's going to keep going even higher. Correct. Remember when I told you that 2 years ago? Yeah, but I just wasn't right. I didn't believe it. Yeah, okay. So now you're calling me. Notice how I haven't called you, haven't asked you about crypto. I respected your decision, your stupid decision to get out or not play it. Now you're reaching out to me again. Oh, my phone's ringing a lot lately. Oh, I'm getting a lot of text messages lately. That's how you know the price is fixing to explode. So again, I ask you and then leave you with this. What do you think is going to happen when cryptos, Bitcoin specifically in this case, hits $20,000? What do you think is going to happen when Litecoin hits its $300 to $400 mark again? And we think that's coming very soon, by the way, speaking of Litecoin. How about Ethereum? What about that? Because then people are getting, oh, those are expensive. Is there any cheap coins? People, I want to look at my bag and say, I've got a lot of them. I've got 20,000 of something. Oh, did you buy some red coin, Theta Fuel? What else? You want some penny stocks, if you will? You want some penny stocks? There's some penny stocks for you, some penny crypto for you. You may have to wait a little while. Maybe not. If the Bitcoin's going to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60K, you think Theta or Digibyte, or you think these coins are just going to sit where they're at today? That money will be sloshing around back and forth. Bitcoin, down Bitcoin a little bit, altcoin, down a little bit, Bitcoin. You're going to watch it again. You're going to watch this happen again. Insane amount of money is being made, and it's fixing to really, really, really be made. God help us if even one thing that woo-woo friend has given us, just one, happens. Everybody in my Patreon, and look, even if you're not in there, knowing the coins you're probably sitting on, some of the ones that I like, my favorites, just sitting on them even, not trading, you are going to be so effing happy. You'll see, gosh, I've never been more happier not being in your Patreon, even though I wanted to get in there and it was full or something like don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. Hold them coins and you'll be okay. But again, if we can make one move that woo-woo friend gave us, holy crap. I just feel like it's going to happen. Is it going to happen before Bitcoin gets to 20K? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Patience, patience, patience. It is the sequence of events we're paying attention to and we should pay attention to, not when she thinks it might happen. Just watch the price. Any of my Patreons listening, just watch the price sequence movement she's given us, and let's just see what happens with that. Whether, again, I thought it'd be the first week or second week. I'm okay with it because in the meantime, the whole market's going up anyways. So we just want to capture a nice little flip flop and make out like a freaking bandit. So, anyways, that's it for the crypto update today. Take care.